toughest things to do in all of college football is win on the road. When you're a ranked team going into a hostile environment, these fans are ready to knock them off course. Welcome, everyone, to the home of the LSU Fighting Tigers, Baton Rouge and Tiger Stadium. As we'll see a participant from last year's playoff, the Georgia Bulldogs, taking on one of the top 5 teams in the conference, the LSU Tigers. For EA Sports College Football, Reese Davis with you alongside David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. And guys, can't wait to get this one started. Georgia likely to kick it deep to get things started. From inside the 15, here's the return. Nice job executing all of the assignments as they put a stop to that return at the 22. They've got the big fellas out there, a 3 tight end look on 1st and 10. Goes to the option. Powers through the defender. In a competitive conference like the SEC, you just can't afford to start 0-1 if you want to chase a championship. Really important to get off to a good start.
No doubt, in the SEC, you've got to set the tone early. It's all about creating momentum out of the gate. Both of these teams had this game circled all offseason, David. They know what's riding on the line.
Yeah, so much riding on the line. Who gets to Atlanta down the road? Bragging rights, recruiting rights, all this stuff. Once you get in conference play, it means a lot every single week.
Didn't take long to need a clutch play on the opening drive. It's 3rd and 7. Johnson looking to throw. That was almost picked off, and what a disaster that would have been to throw a pick on the opening drive. Instead, it's 4th down. LSU will bring the punt team on the field. They'll have to punt for the first time this afternoon. You can barely hear yourself thinking here as they're trying to get this defense off to a good start. The give to the tailback. And he never had a chance, just stopped cold as soon as he got it.
And that's exactly what you want to do as a defense, man. You want to get penetration and not let that tank get downhill. Because when he gets downhill at that weight and that size, it could be a problem for your defense. Get him before he gets started.
Finding a way to put that foot in the ground and get it up to the 37-yard line. Better get that seismograph ready here in Death Valley. Huge 3rd down coming. From the gun, wants to pass. And he was hit just as he was releasing the pass, and it falls to the ground incomplete.
Great job by the defense dialing up some pressure on 3rd down. They hit the quarterback and forced the incompletion.
Georgia lining up to punt it away. Gets his first one of the day away. He might be a little stiff. They only used him twice in that loss a week ago. Bulldozes his way through. A huge return there. Steps out of bounds, but man, did he put his team in great position. The Bayou Bengals will run the offense out onto the field. They didn't get much done the last time they had it. Had to punt it away from deep in their own territory, hoping this drive will be more productive. That is a big win for this defense as they were right there as soon as he got the ball. The Tigers have put themselves in dire straits after that last play. It's 2nd and a mile. Give to the running back. Inside the 30. Oh, he's got some space. Touchdown, Tiger. He got a step and just dusted the field.
You know, this guy's had a big role in this offense this year, especially when they get down close to the end zone. That's his 5th rushing touchdown on the year. He's been a factor for these guys offensively.
And the PAT makes it 7-0. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. Fielded in the end zone. It's Hamilton. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. And Georgia ready to go back to work on offense. They really need to find a way to punch back on this drive, already down 14. Out across the 20 to the 21-yard line, a 3-yard gain. Solid pickup of 4 on first down and 2nd and 6. Out of the gun, they'll run it inside. Stacked up after gaining a couple to the 23.
And, man, the big fellas up front, they don't get a lot of credit. They don't get talked about a lot unless it's negative, but they're the big component, man. They've got to get some push, to get some running lanes, get this running game going. They're the ones that make it go.
That'll be enough for a fresh set of downs. He gets it to the 32. Georgia ready to dial it up on another first down. Using his legs and screen. He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage. Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. Running back searching for a hole. A stop and pull maybe gets a yard to the 34. Decibels rising as the crowd gets behind this defense on 3rd down. From the gun, wants to pass. And he was drilled just as he released the pass. It's incomplete.
QBs and receivers on 3rd down, everything has to happen just a split second sooner. You're expecting pressure, your quarterback gets hit, just not on the same page with his target.
Punt is in the air. Here's the return. Was looking for more running room, but found nothing but more tacklers. He's down at the 24. LSU will dive into the playbook here on offense. He stuck the last drive in the end zone. They'll try to follow suit here. Dances away from the pressure, going to his left. Pulls it in. And he's going to be taken down, but there's a penalty flag on the field. Some penalties hurt a little bit more or a lot more than other ones. That one wipes out a huge gain. 2nd down coming up. The give. Stopped at the 25 after a 5-yard gain. I wonder how much fun this is for him. The head coach trying to take down the old alma mater across the way.
Yeah, I think these are always mixed emotions and how you feel about this, playing your old squad. Like, it's something about it, I'm sure, that's nostalgic, and all the memories probably come flooding back. But there's also a competitive element, Palmer, that you want to beat this squad. Like, this is the next team in your way for you accomplishing your goals and dreams.
Yeah, he's probably experiencing the emotional spectrum coming into this game, but make no mistake about it, he has to separate himself from his past allegiances and understand he's the home team. He wants this crowd to get in this football game. You know he just gave a rousing speech to his guys in the locker room before taking the field. He wants to win this game versus his alma mater.
The RPO, fire complete to the left. They make the stop at the 41, but it's a 15-yard pickup, and they're rolling with a first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Little touch pass to the receiver. He is stopped behind the line of scrimmage. They'll lose yards on that one.
Got to give the defense credit. Watching film, anticipating. They knew that this offense had this play in their back pocket. They knew about the speed of this wide receiver and different ways they were going to try to get him involved. Everybody on defense on the same page, playing together. I love it.
Wants to pass. Got him downfield. And he'll take it to the house. He got loose. Touchdown, Dogs!
really nice job working the route, getting himself open, and he was able to locate the football, snag it out of the air, and this guy now has 5 receiving touchdowns on the year.
We check in with Kevin Connors. What's going on, Kevin?
All right, guys, got a final score on one of the more intriguing games this week. Louisiana Tech was far from the friendly confines of Ruston, but still managed to scratch out a win. And there was a lot of chatter this week about this group not being ready. Time to check those receipts, if you know what I mean. All that speculation all week, and now we know. But something tells me, fellas, we haven't heard the last of either of these teams.
And Kevin Connors keeping an eye on everything all over the country. Sounds like they had a good one there. They'll start this drive from the 18-yard line. Power football with the run. Didn't find a lot of room. Let's give him 2 out to the 20.
And the defense doing a great job committing to the run. When you commit to the run like this, obviously you can give up some plays in the passing game, but you got to stop the run first.
They get to him as he throws.
What a play by the defender that time, because he's matched up one-on-one man coverage against an outstanding wide receiver, and it's the defender who makes the play. Really, really good position. He was up to the challenge. Be interesting to see if this quarterback goes his way again.
They've got to come up with a big play on this 3rd and long. Johnson wants to throw it. On the run, still looking. Nice job by this junior quarterback to get it done on the ground.
And how about the awareness by this guy on 3rd down, a scramble play. Everything's breaking down, but he never panics, and also knows exactly where he needs to get to pick up that 1st down. It's 3rd. I can't slide early. I can't run out of bounds. I'm probably going to have to put my body on the line here and take a big hit and risk that to get this 1st. That's a big-time leadership play by the quarterback.
They'll go to the ground. Shakes off the defender. Turning it on. The 30. The 10. Touchdown, Tigers. He would not be denied. There's a reason they call this dude a big playmaker. Moments just like that one.
Big-time playmaker. Can make plays all over the field from all different spots. That's why you got to find ways to give him touches as much as possible, because he'll make it happen.
And the extra point was good as they finished the drive. He'll bring it out. It's Hamilton. They drag him down at the 22. He gambled for the big return out of the end zone and came up a little short. First play of the drive comes from the 22. To the air on 1st down. And that incomplete pass caused by the big hit on 1st down. 2nd down coming.
Well, the defense watched film last week. They saw this running back catch multiple passes, and that hasn't been the case today. They are clamping down on him, always aware of him, especially in the passing game, and so far they've taken him away.
Misfired on 1st down, back to the air on 2nd. The throw. Got it in the middle, it's Hill. He wasn't far from taking it to the house, and that'll be the final play of the 1st quarter. And they've swapped ends of the field, and we'll get it going in the 2nd. So after the break, they'll go back to work. Motion from the wideout. Quarterback quick pass to the receiver. Breaks the tackle. There he goes. And he's on his way. He'll go all the way. Touchdown, Bulldogs.
And that is a huge touchdown for the offense and also a big momentum shifter in this game because now if they kick the extra point, they tie this game, anything could happen.
And the point after is good. Quick strike offense on that three-play scoring drive. They're getting set to kick it away, and that last score took a little oomph out of this crowd. Coming out with it, it's Parker. Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. Bengals will run the offense out onto the field. They took advantage of outstanding field position the last time they had it, and now they'll have a little more work to do to get on the board. And as he throws, can't make the connection, and the defense putting on the heat and forcing the incompletion.
Yeah, I don't know if the quarterback got confused on first down. He might have thought the defense was going to be in man coverage that time, but they were in zone. They fooled him and just didn't seem like he had his eyes in the right place, was forcing that ball to his intended target. The window way too small. The guy was not open, so that didn't have that chance to be complete.
Backed up now, here's second and long. Johnson looking to throw. Grab behind the line. It's Berry. Fouls through the defense. Now they've got a little room to work with. They're out to the 28 with a first down. Death Valley has a well-earned rep of being intimidating. It is nice to be the quarterback, to have everything on your side.
And have everything quiet. It's the loudest place by far that I ever played. I mean, for an entire game, they are on their feet.
He tosses one high and deep down the left side. And he holds it in at the 30. Turns it on down the left side. Touchdown, Tigers! And once he got away from the knee, they had no shot at catching him.
Speed kills this offense. They've got multiple guys that can burn you. You can see it doesn't take them long to light up the scoreboard.
And with the extra point, the score is now 21-14. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. He'll bring it out. It's Hamilton. That gamble did not pay off as they bring him down at the 12-yard line. We're ready to get another look at this Bulldog offense. They'll try to answer that last score with one of their own. A chance here to tie the game with a touchdown drive. Hines is way ahead for 3 out to the 16.
And I kind of like how the running back didn't mess around. Like, just get downhill when you see an opening. A lot of times they close so fast, man. Be decisive, stick your foot in the ground, pick up 3 to 4, and we are not going to complain.
After the 3-yard pickup, they come to the line, 2nd and 7. The give to the back. And he is stopped immediately by the big defensive lineman.
That's such a great physical play by the defense because this is one of the bigger, more physical running backs you'll see in the country, and we're used to seeing him push the pile the other direction, not that time. It's the big guys up front on defense getting penetration, and they're sending him back for a tackle for that.
On 3rd and long, he has to throw for it. Just a short pass to the tight end. He's going to come up about 5 yards short of the line to gain.
That's a great example of the defense there tackling to catch. As soon as the big fella caught the ball, down he went, not picking up the first.
Wanting to move the chains, here comes Georgia on 4th down. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. Makes the grab, plenty for the first down.
That tells you a lot about their confidence in this quarterback. 4th down early in the game on your own end, and you go for it, but when you make decisions and throws like that, it's easy to see why.
Georgia coming out with a fresh set of downs. Motion from the wide receiver. Touch pass on the run. He breaks a tackle. And he fights his way forward, gets away from one, but not much doing on that one.
Well, I love the aggressive nature of the defense on that play. Everybody playing with eye discipline. They saw the pre-snap motion. They knew who had the football. And you saw guys play with excellent instinct, running downhill and making a tackle.
Second down, they'll go to the air. Incomplete. He had to get rid of it before he wanted to. The defense put the heat on.
Well, he's linked up with his quarterback 4 times in this first half. Finally, they're not able to connect on that one. I think the defense just had enough. I think they've said, you know what? You can throw it somewhere else, but you're not going to get it to that guy. We're going to have coverage helping out on that receiver.
He wants to throw it again. Fakes the catch. He got it out to the 34-yard line. Not enough for the first down. Let's see if they punt it away. Georgia sends out the punt team. And he's going to get it up to about the 29-yard line before he's brought down. They've got a little time here to put together a productive drive late in the half. They go to the ground. This time he doesn't get loose, and finally the defense gets him bottled up behind the line.
Well, this guy's been an animal all game long. He's had tons of success running the football. The defense had to do something to stop him. Give the D-line and that front 7 tons of credit for being really physical there, getting the TFL.
Tight end now in motion. To the ground with the back. Knocked down in the backfield, and boy, this guy's had a good day, but they finally get to him on that run.
That's how you come up and make plays as a defense, man. Playing physical, playing downhill. They've given up some plays today, man. He's got over 100 yards on the day. He's really had some success. But on that play, really downhill, really physical, and a nice job getting him to the ground.
And the running game has collapsed so far on this drive, and now it's third down. Johnson wants to throw it. He's going to fire deep. And that'll be incomplete. They certainly weren't afraid to take a shot there, and now it's fourth down.
Well, you see them there taking the shot. I think the thought process is look, we've had so much success early in this game running the football. Let's see if we can now take advantage of the defense throwing the ball over their heads. They're going to be expecting run. Safeties and linebackers are all going to be playing downhill trying to stop that. If we get the one-on-one opportunities to the outside, we have got to take shots. That one fell incomplete, but they should keep trying this as the game goes on.
No reason to be in a big rush. They have some time here late in the half. Starts a drive trying to go up top. Forced out of the pocket. Got it in the middle. It's Williams. Finally corralled, but not before. He picks up the first down. Down to 2 minutes to play in the half. The referee signaled for the 2-minute timeout. They'll snap this one from the 32. It's first down. Quarterback on the keeper. Breaks into the open. What a nifty run there to pick up the first down.
And that's a nice job by this QB. Great job. You show patience, right? Like, if they don't come take me, I'm going to keep running. That's how I go pick up another first down, move the sticks, and this offense can keep churning.
They're in the red zone. First and 10 from the 20. They're threatening to score, and they'll throw it. Incomplete. And man, is he lucky to get that one back. Defense that close to an interception.
Man, they could have flipped that field in a hurry, right? They've given up some yards. They're sitting in their own red zone. A chance to make a big play. Yeah, he could have made that interception and could have flipped this field.
Caught in the backfield, it's Williams. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play.
They're able to find the tight end for an easy completion, but good job tackling, not allowing him to get the first down.
Third down play in the red zone, and this crowd is at fever pitch. He'll set up to throw. Oh, they're after him. Cannot get away. It is a huge sack, and
That's a great job. And listen, this quarterback's had success. He's already thrown for 2 touchdowns. We got to make him feel uncomfortable. This is still early in the game. Nice job by the defense, getting a hit on the quarterback and making him think a little bit.
So the offense is going to go for it on 4th down. There's a timeout on the field. Tight game here late in the first half. And the Dogs come to the line trying to convert on 4th down. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. Takes a hit as he fires. And this will fall incomplete, and they'll turn it over on downs.
Great coverage on that 4th down play. Nice job blanketing the receiver out wide. The defense, you could tell, they knew they were going for it. They had a game plan. They get the big stop and turn it over to their offense.
They take over late in the half, enough time to put together under pressure, and down he goes at the 33. The offense calls timeout. It's the second one they've used this half.
The defense just simply not fooled by the play action. Oftentimes as an offense, you're hoping the run fake's going to slow down those pass rushers, but man, oh man, they had their ears pinned back.
And the Tigers with a long way to go after the loss on the last play. Johnson looking to throw. Buys a little time with his feet. Blasted as he lets it go. Incomplete thanks to the great defensive pressure there that sort of threw them out of rhythm.
These receivers on these scramble drills are going to have to play with a little bit more urgency because this pass rush is getting after the QB. He was flushed out to the left and wasn't able to complete that throw because of the hit he took.
It'll be 3rd and long. He's looking downfield to throw. Moves around to clear up the vision. On the move to the right and looking for a big one. Oh, he had it. The deep ball was there, and it just trickled through his fingers.
One thing this defense always talks about is getting off the field. Last drive, they forced a punt. Here on 3rd down, what a great job flying to the football, getting a hit, forcing an incompletion. They may be jogging off here soon again.
And the punt team able to smack him to the ground. This drive opens up at the 23-yard line. The DBs will back off a bit. Wants to go up top on 1st down. Catch in the middle, it's Hamilton. Gets it to the 37. Clock stops to move the chains.
First job for the QB a lot of times. Look at those safeties. Is it man or is it zone? Nice job. You could tell right away. He saw it was zone, understood where to go with the football, and that's why this...
Oh, he's got some space. Knocked out of bounds after a good gain on that one. They'll spot it at the 43.
That's exactly what you're trying to get accomplished. You got to make sure on all these runs, clock running down, get out of bounds, right? Get some positive yards and then stop that clock.
Unloads to the wideout. Wide open downfield. Knocked down at the 22. That's a 1st down, and they can still stop the clock. We got a timeout here late in the first half, and they'll try to get more points on the board before the break. The Bulldogs will have it 1st and 10. Wants to throw on 1st down. Lets it fly deep downfield. Touchdown, Georgia! Made the grab in the end zone for the score.
Great job of execution in the passing game. QB and his target on the exact same page. The extra point now is going to tie this thing up. And they've got some real momentum here heading in at halftime.
After taking another look just to confirm everything, the officials on the field got it right. Play will stand. And he added the extra point. Quick work on that scoring drive, just 4 plays. The kickoff unit is out there, and boy, did that last drive quiet this crowd. From inside his own 15, trying to follow his blockers. He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, but they get him on the ground at the 20. So let's see how they play it in this final 30 seconds of the first half. Looking for a crease. It's Barry. Turning it on. Smashes through the tackle. Running inside the 20. Touchdown LSU. He got loose and it was lights out after that.
And that is going to leave the head coach scratching his head. The final play of the first half, your opponent runs the ball and you can't tackle him and get him down with all those bodies back playing prevent. That is a terrible job of defense. And to add insult to injury, you've now given up the lead.
That's the end of the second quarter. That means it's time to join Kevin in our halftime update. LSU will put foot to leather to start the second half. He'll bring it out. It's Hamilton. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. Georgia ready to go back to work on offense. If they're going to get on top in this game, they're going to have to find a way to get the running game going in the second half.
Agree, so it can create some more balance, some more unpredictability. I feel like this defense has got a good beat on what they're doing, especially if they don't mix it up a little bit. So I do look for a little second half running the football from out of this group.
And I think the thing, Dave, is they just got to be more physical. I don't think this is a scheme question about trying different run plays. I think it's up to the big fellas up front. They've just got to make the decision that they're going to be tougher here in the second half so that they can win this game.
Man, it's really hard to control the running game if you don't control the line of scrimmage. And how about the defensive line doing a great job attacking those guys up front, not open up lanes to run through. Nice job just nullifying that run altogether.
Good, solid pickup on that one. They've got it out to the 40, and it's first down.
Well, in that down and distance, the quarterback's got to get rid of it so quickly, right? He knows the defense is going to be bearing down on him, so a nice job catching the gun snap and then turning and pivoting, getting it out of his hands quickly and accurately to pick up the first.
Now from the 40, it's first and 10. They'll give it to the back. A confident, tough, efficient run gets it up to the 44. Halfway there on first down, it's 2nd and 5. Leaves it with the back. This junior making his presence felt and making the stop after a short gain. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. Better get that seismograph ready here in Death Valley. Huge third down coming. They'll try to get the first through the air. Makes the catch. He did not make it. A stone wall on third down. Well, they were counting on winning the one-on-one battle. They got the completion, but the yardage didn't work out.
Yeah, and a lot of times, man, that's what I do on short yardage situation. 3rd and short, make my guy fall forward for a couple yards, try to get the first down, but it was a good tackle, and the receiver got absolutely nowhere after the catch.
They're a couple of yards short of the first down, but the offense will stay out there on 4th down. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. Big tight end makes the grab. It's a first down. Turns out to be an easy conversion for this offense as they move the chains on 4th down. You talk about taking the wind out of a crowd. A 4th down conversion will do that.
Yeah, they were jacked up in here, excited. The fans get loud, rush the passer, and how about the conversion? The big 4th down conversion here in the 3rd quarter to give yourself some life in a tight ball game.
from the gun, the ground game.
Definitely been tough sledding for this guy, especially in the first half. They gave him the ball a bunch, but they just don't have a ton of yards on the ground to show for it at this point. That looked like a pretty good run, though. You just wonder maybe in the second half, if they keep giving him the football, it may start paying some dividends.
And the Bulldogs back to the line on first down. Let's see if they keep leaning on this running game. Pulls and fires complete to the right. He's there to make the stop, but not before he sets up this offense. First and goal from the 7.
If it ain't broke, don't fix it. This offense had so much success in that first half, so in the third quarter, they come out, and the quarterback looks like he's still dealing. This has been a really nice drive.
And he rolls into the house. Touchdown, Dogs! A methodical drive, soul-crushing, spirit-breaking, and it ends in a touchdown.
And listen, I know everybody wants the big plays, the big, long touchdowns and all that stuff, but putting a drive together like that is very difficult to do time and time again, and it's demoralizing for the defense. Great drive by the offense.
From inside the 15, chance for a good return. He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, but they get him on the ground at the 20. LSU will dive into the playbook here on offense. That touchdown lead they had has disappeared, and now we have a whole new ball game as they start the drive. Here's a heat. He's going to run it.
It's just so nice to have a QB under center. Nowadays in football, you can trust these guys. You put so much on their plate, and you tell them, go get positive yards when it's there. And a lot of these guys are such great athletes, they do it with ease.
Quick completion to the right. He's brought down quickly. Minimal gain there, still a bit short of the first down.
The thing I like about the slot receiver, he's really intentional in his route running. The quarterback always knows exactly where he's going to be on the field. They've got great chemistry together.
The Tigers come to the line on 3rd and short, hoping to keep the drive alive. Johnson wants to throw it. Gets it out fast. Just couldn't find any room, and he wound up throwing it in reverse. They lost yardage. So the offense is going to go for it on 4th down. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. He'll get a fresh set of downs stopped at the 31-yard line.
Wow, and that was just a bang-bang play. On that 4th down, the coverage was tight. QB had his receiver. He knew where he wanted to go with it, but the only way that ball gets completed is if he puts a little extra mustard on it, and he shows you the arm talent on the throw.
LSU getting set on 1st and 10. The hand to the running back. This time they stop him behind the line of scrimmage, and boy, that has been rare in this one.
And sometimes for the defense, it just takes one play, right, to create some momentum. Obviously, this guy's been eating him up. He's got over 100 yards rushing on the day. But finally, David, they get something positive here in the run game defensively.
But you kind of know that coming in. He's going to get his. Such a great back, and he's had a great day. Need to put more plays together like that right there.
Right on the money. He'll be stopped and forced out of bounds. Mark it at the 47-yard line, and this offense is going to work. LSU moving the ball quickly down the field. Give to the running back. Got him up for the first down. Really good surge for this offense. They move the chains, and he's got it at the 34. Purple and Gold's got this running game going right now. You don't want to get overzealous here, but this is a type of talent that could do what Leonard Fournette almost did when he nearly got to 2,000 yards in the season.
And I love when commentators say, I don't want to get over myself and get overzealous and get too excited. He's having a day. Get excited. This dude's a beast.
And there's an example of what happens when the quarterback doesn't have a chance to set his feet. The pressure just forced him to have to work off schedule a little bit. And I think because of that, wasn't able to be as accurate as he wanted to be.
Got a good one going here. All tied up in the 3rd. It's 2nd and 10. Here's the handoff. There he goes. Got enough for the first, and he's still going. Brought down just outside the red zone. He moves the chains. It's at the 22.
You know, as a defense, you can have the right call and the right guy in the right spot. But that guy's just too good. And how about the running back on that play? Just making it happen, breaking off the huge gain. It's tough to get these guys on the ground.
Off the play fake on first down to throw. Bought a little time, lets it go. It's complete on the right side. Gets out of bounds after the big game, but they've got it first and goal. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. Time for one more snap before the end of the quarter. They'll keep it on the ground for first and goal. Looking for the end zone. Touchdown, Bayou Bengals. And with that one, they jump on top here in the second half.
Have yourself a day, young fella. You know why they handed him the ball a lot? Because he did that. That's his 4th trip to pay dirt. This dude has shown you a little bit of everything. What a great back. And 4 touchdowns on the day.
They're set to kick it off. You think this crowd's going to get loud when their defense comes on the field? Fielded in the end zone, it's Hamilton. They get him on the ground, and that'll be the final play of this third period. No question they wanted to get the ball to their playmakers, and both receivers have come up big through 3. Here comes the 4th. Time to see who steps up, who makes the winning plays to take home that W. They'll go back to work with a first down in the final period. They'll try the run. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. The play action fake. Floating away. On the run, fires downfield. He's got it. Building momentum, picking up a chunk of yardage, moving the chains out to the 30.
I love when QBs break the pocket and still look to attack. Because as soon as you break the pocket, I'm thinking, oh man, he's going to take off and run, and I might come up. But those big plays can be made down the field. Nice job by the quarterback keeping his eyes down the field.
On the ground, it's Isaac. Just sort of a relentless run, getting everything that was available to him, and they'll mark him down at the 40.
You want to make play calling easy for an offensive coordinator? Run the ball like that every play. I mean, when you can run that on first down and set up a short yardage on second down, it makes play calling easy. Every single call on that sheet is available here on second down.
The Dogs can really attack on this 2nd and short. Looking to fire. Caught over the middle. It's Williams. And an absolutely fearless tackle. Giving up size. Still got him on the turf. Big 3rd down as the crowd gets behind this defense. They're working that left side. Makes that one pay off, and they finally get him down at the 38. It'll be first down. We asked earlier this week, who's your favorite receiver? And, of course, he said the open one, but we know who he really wants to go to on 3rd. Breaks into the open. Out of bounds after a big pickup on the play, just a couple of yards short of the goal line. Georgia going up tempo. Just going to keep it after the snap. And he waltzes in for the score. Touchdown, Bulldogs! Coaches say, we can't play you if you don't do what you're coached to do. We also can't play you if you only do what you're coached to do. That was just a great instinctive play.
That's a lot of dudes, so I don't know what to do. What do you want me to do? All I know is that guy's fast, and he continues to break tackles and make plays and scramble outside the pocket. He can do it all, so I don't know what to do.
From inside his own 15, looking for room. He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, but they get him on the ground at the 20. The Bayou Bengals will run the offense out onto the field. Really good balance on that last drive. They mixed it up all over the place, Jesse.
Yeah, how nice, too, to have the defense on their heels, because at this point, they don't know what's coming at them. They had problems stopping everything that last drive did.
So I think this defense would come back with a little more aggressiveness. I mean, they let them have what they wanted. Now they got to dictate to this offense a little bit more.
The Tigers trying to find their way forward after the big loss on the last play. Johnson looking to throw. Quarterback strolling away from heat. Got out of trouble and throws. Can't make the connection. The pressure there caused the mistiming.
And you've seen this formula work at all levels of football. You pressure the quarterback, his numbers start to drop. He's not as efficient. Nice job by the defense.
You make up the game plan and not a lot on the play sheet for this. 3rd and long from inside their own 20. Looking downfield, and he needs a bunch. Trying to escape and get it himself. Oh, he's got some space. He'll have enough to move the chains. It's first down at the 38.
Man, these are killers, right? Late in the game, in the 4th quarter, you're getting to the quarterback, but he does such a great job scrambling around. When you do this, you get extra first downs. You start to wear those defensive linemen out. So late in the game, this could pay off. Great job getting the first down.
LSU with the 1st and 10 here. Making side adjustments here. The give to the back. Can't get him to the ground. They finally get him stopped, and this veteran junior running back comes up with a nice play.
I love the play call by the offense here running the ball. The score is what it is right now. You don't have to panic. You don't have to throw it every single down. You don't have to go up tempo. Just run your stuff. Be balanced. Run the football. Make sure this defense stays honest.
LSU moving quickly, going to work again on 1st down. They'll give it to him again. Got the 1st down and more. And he's brought down after a nice gain.
I love the play call running the football here in the 4th quarter, because with the score what it is right now, everything is at your disposal on offense. You are not panicking. This isn't throw every single down, all of a sudden 2-minute air raid type stuff. You can run the ball. You can do all of your stuff, personnel, shifting, motioning. Just got to be very, very careful and absolutely cannot turn it over.
Yeah, and you see running backs in today's football, they play wide receiver basically for you, but you got to find a guy that you can throw it to, and you know he's going to catch the ball consistently.
Pulls it and fires to the left. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage.
How nice is it in this offense to have your best receiver playing in the slot? You're matching him up against linebackers, against safeties, or nickel corners. Nickel corners are oftentimes the defense's 3rd best cornerback. This guy is virtually uncoverable.
Snagged in the middle. It's Green. Makes the grab over the defense, and they are threatening now down at the 15.
And it's on 3rd downs like this. If you want to attack the middle of the field, you got to look for the tight end. Really nice route. Great job looking that football in. You can tell this quarterback really has a lot of confidence when he's in the pocket looking for the big fella, and they're able to hook up there.
The clock stops as we have reached the final 2 minutes of the game. And the Tigers, once backed up in the shadow of their own goalpost, have put quite a drive together. Going to the ground. Knocked down in the backfield, and boy, this guy's had a good day, but they finally get to him on that run.
Well, they're just trying to run the ball, but that time there was absolutely nowhere for the running back to go, and as a result, that's a tackle for loss.
The give to the back. Great penetration by this defense, and they knock him down behind the line. A loss of 1.
Well, this running back has had a pretty good day so far in this game, and I think the key right now is for the defense to find a way to slow him down. He had a good run 2 plays ago. The defense gets the TFL on this one. I think you got to change up your fronts defensively and try to give this offensive line different alignment looks to see if they can confuse him.
They'll snap it for the 10th time on this drive, but they need a chunk on 3rd and long. Johnson wants to throw it. Fires to the right. And it's intercepted. Oh, what a big play in a tie game. Takes it the other way. They finally get him down, but a huge return. Not only do they get the ball back, but man, did they set up some field position. We're ready to get another look at this Bulldog offense. So here it is, plenty of time to go and an opportunity to move the ball down the field and win it, David.
Yeah, and you rep this every single week. The 2-minute drill, you got to be precise. You know exactly what your favorite plays are, Palmer. Go down the field, get me in field.
And it comes down to the awareness, right? Especially at the quarterback position. You're understanding the timeout situation, working the boundary in the sideline. What's the clock showing me? It all comes down to this.
Oh, he drops it. That is a catch he makes 99 times out of 100, but it'll be 3rd down. Now the offense has its shot to keep this game from going into overtime. On 3rd and long, he's going to have to throw for it. Looking down the middle. Complete to the right. Gets it all the way inside the 20-yard line to the 19 before being hauled down. What a nice job finding the back on the angle route. That's a tough thing to cover.
And I love the matchup for this quarterback. He knew there on 3rd down. He had the one-on-one with his running back and that defender. Nice job on the route, crossing the defender's face. Easy completion. The drive stays alive.
Quick timeout by the defense there, trying to make sure everyone has the same call. This crowd even louder now on 2nd down as they try to hold on. A designed run for the quarterback. Tough, determined run, gets it down to the 12. Referee signals timeout. It's the defense wanting to make sure that they have everything just right with a big play coming. This crowd knows they have to bring it in big moments, and one of those has arrived. Timeout on the field, and we've got a dandy all tied up late in the 4th. Trying to make it impossible to communicate. And he can't find anyone open, and down he goes. A sack here late in the 4th. And now on 4th down, they will put it on the shoulders of the kicker to save them with his foot. Absolutely center cut. They're celebrating on the sideline after taking the lead, but still time on the clock.
That's a big-time kick. Had to have it. Nice job taking the lead. Nice execution. Now, defensively, you know exactly what you're getting in for. One more stop, and this one's over.
From inside his own 15, looking for a crevice. Stadium, quite like a return for a touchdown.
It's always so exciting because you don't see them very often. You got to go so many yards, 80, 90 yards at a time. What a great job by the returners, showing the speed, providing the electricity. There's a reason they're all jacked up, and it's because of that awesome kickoff return.
He'll take a knee. It's a touchback save every second he can as they try to put together this final drive. They'll put this one in play. First snap of the drive from the 25. Going right to work up top. Got away from trouble and got rid of it. Grabbed over the middle. It's Williams. They get the timeout called. 11 seconds remaining to play. They've got to move quickly here. Still a chance, but they've got to force the ball down the field. Looking to throw on first down. Buying some time. He's taking a deep shot. Grabs it inside the 15. Run out of bounds after the long game, and they've got it now first and goal. First and goal, Georgia. An unforced error there. They don't get the snap off in time. So frustrating to see an offense lose track of the play clock and pick up a penalty like that. Now on first and goal, let's see what Georgia will do. Here's the snap, looking to throw. And he drops it. Oh, he dropped it, and the game's over. A chance to win the game in his fingers, and it just slipped through them. A hostile environment can have a major impact on even the most composed, well-prepared team. So how much did the crowd play a factor in this upset?
Well, this is what makes college football so great, the home crowd and how they were able to impact this game. No doubt about it, David. They played a big factor.
And they're still jacked up, and they're still excited. They play a big factor, and it affects everything. College football, road atmospheres, they're tough. Even when the team isn't ranked like they weren't today, these are the types of moments they can jump up and bite you.
Thanks so much for spending some time with us. For David Pollack and Jesse Palmer, I'm Reese Davis, and this has been another presentation of EA Sports.